A reading from the book of Matthew for the second Friday in Advent. Jesus said to the crowds, "To what shall I compare this generation? It is like children who sit in the marketplace and call out to one another. We played the flute for you, but you did not dance. We sang a dirge, but you did not mourn. For John came neither eating nor drinking, and they said, 'He's possessed by a demon.' The Son of Man came eating and drinking, and they said, 'Look, he is a glutton and a drunkard, a friend of tax collectors and of sinners.' But wisdom is vindicated by her works." The word of the Lord. Friends, in today's gospel, Jesus says the Son of Man came eating and drinking, and they said, "Look, he's a glutton and a drunkard, a friend of tax collectors and sinners." The Passover meal was decisively important in salvation history. God commands that his people share a meal to remember their liberation from slavery. This supper provides the context for the deeper theologizing of the Israelite community. Both the bitterness of their slavery and the sweetness of their liberation are acted out in this sacred meal. Jesus' life and ministry can be interpreted in light of this symbol. From the very beginning, Jesus was laid in a manger, for he would be food for the hungry of the world. Much of Jesus' public outreach centered on sacred meals, where everyone was invited, rich and poor, saints and sinners, the sick and the outcast. They thought John the Baptist was a weird ascetic, but they called Jesus a glutton and a wine-bibber. He embodies Yahweh's desire to eat a convivial meal with his people. And of course, the life and teaching of Jesus comes to a sort of climax at the meal that we call the Last Supper. The Eucharist is what we do in the in-between times, between the death of the Lord and his coming in glory. It is the meal that even now anticipates the perfect meal of fellowship with God. Today's reflection asks, how does the Eucharist bring us as close to God as possible here on earth?